Hey, this is Alex Head, founder of Subtext Radio.
This is Subtext.
Please go ahead and click the like button and the subscribe button. It really helps us to reach new audiences and promote the artists that we work with. Hit like and hit subscribe.
Rome is more. 2012. Room, Zimmer, chambre, house, unit. Third floor, far end. I am in a room in Rome. Roma. If you read its name as if you would enter it from the back of a glass door, it becomes Amor, that little devil of love. I write this in first person, but I think like a man. Laying down on the hotel bed, I am unable to see anything but the ceiling. Unable to see myself. I become nothing but a plain surface on a white linen background. Clean sheets. The pillow is hard, hardly soft, a city of ancient stones. Expensive coffees, small cakes. The room holds 3 beds, although I only need one to myself now that things are the way things are. The windows are turning towards the street, although I specifically asked for a room towards the backyard. I need my sleep. The street might look calm now, but I heard that it's wild at night time from a man who left a complaint at the front desk. He stayed for a week. He would know. When am I going to sleep? I can't sleep in such noise. I have 3 beds. But no sleep. I decide to sleep on the bed far to the left. It looks softer. You have to walk to the end of the hallway to switch the light on. It stays on for a minute, then it's gone. I walk back and forth to keep it alight. I can't walk in total darkness. Information and complaints. Minibar. No elevator. The reception is there for you 24/7, but if they don't understand you, they don't understand you. French, English, German. No internet. The soda fridge makes a sound as if it's about to die. Thank God it's on the first floor. Thank God I'm not thirsty. No coins either. The curtains are bleached by the sun. The room is dry. The air condition keeps it dry and cold, but outside it's nothing like this. Painfully hot, sweaty palms, sun stings the eyes. I forgot how hot a city can become. This city is a ruin. Memories, monuments, moments, no internet. So much to see. My face hurts from all the walking. A face is not a fact. 2011. A face is not a fact. A face is in fact a place where you can look upon the looks of the other. Is being kind being nice and being helpful being kind? Some people are just helpful because it makes them feel better. Then again, some people are just nice because it makes them feel lighter. It's not easy to judge. It's not easy to see people in the eyes because you don't know their way of seeing. Only 1/6 of a human eyeball is visible from the outside, slowly grows hardly at all throughout life, despite the amount of things it has seen close up and far away. The nose, however, tends to sharpen and lengthen. You don't know how the other person staring into your eyes looks upon things. You only know how they look from the inside of your own eyes. You don't even know how they look upon you. You see their nose much better than you do, but that's it. End of story. The brain is an expanding matter. Who says the brain is not an explosive matter? Not all means of brains are important matter. Some people don't care about birds. Some people fly anyway, back and forth, here, there, back home again, to Jerusalem, promised lands, or to weekends in London, or downtown, where they get their inspiration to go back again, where they get their inspiration to go back again, where they get their inspiration to go back again, where they get their inspiration to go back again. London has huge parks, squirrels that eat out with your hand, bums, cracks, hows, do's, don'ts, hamsters. Dream about London when London is not there. In dreams, London is not always there. Sometimes another city is there which looks like London, but it's a bit longer or heavier or pushed into your mind to make it fit better. Those dreams are strange. It's when you recognize a spade, call it a spade, only to realize it is a squirrel and it jumps into your lap. Squirrels don't grow on trees, neither do spades. Leaves do, but they fade. Faces don't, but they also fade. Facts stay, if they're written down. You can get an eye tattoo, but it hurts. Your view might also change, and dreams may never be the same. Then again. NY 2018. The first fragments of the conversations I overhear seem to be scripted, like sitcoms, talk shows, HBO productions, films by Woody Allen, like living fiction, moving image without much content. Choosing the wrong lunch, choosing the wrong line, choosing the wrong lane. Again and again, the same mistakes, never learning. Walking in the opposite direction of what was intended. Walking in the opposite direction of where everyone else seems to be going. Not knowing where to exit, not knowing where to enter. Being in the way, standing in the way, standing alone, pretending not to be alone. The sound of the subway arriving as if it is about to fall apart. You are about to fall apart. 4 hours of sleep, third night in a row. You missed the 4th of July fireworks by 2 minutes, climbing a ladder rapidly in the wrong dress, reaching the rooftop only to see the remaining cloud of smoke linger over and above the skyline, reminding you of images from 2001, when I was young and shocked about the world's condition. I no longer feel young as a term. I feel young as a tone. On top of the tower, the lights are shifting. On top of the towel, a folded newspaper. Salty waves washing up in my face without the usual fear of drowning. Even the water tastes different here. Even the salt seems more salty. Returning from the washing waves, finding the newspaper at the top of the towel, having turned into a beautiful plant-like being. Trying to keep the news the way it is, but at some point it is time to go home as the sun sets and the sand gets in everywhere. Saying goodbye to the new friends, knowing they will now be new, and perhaps no news from them ever again once this is over. When you unfold the same newspaper the following day, you spread small grains of sand all over your skirt. The grains will never go away. Sand is eternal and infinite. Sand is microscopic and immortal. Trains are arriving at every second with no time to lose. The old man in a large shirt screaming profanities to nobody and everybody in the hot, narrow carriage. The well-organized white family from Northern Europe exiting the carriage at the next stop with worried looks, sighing of relief, not knowing that there will be another old man in another large shirt screaming profanities on another line in another direction. Here, you can't escape the madness. An American flag on a high pole. Another American flag on an even higher pole. The American flag on a t-shirt of a woman. An American flag on a t-shirt of another woman, twice the size of the first woman. An American flag hidden in the bushes. The American flag on a day-old donut. The American flag halfway raised on a pole. Wondering who died, but not really. On the opposite side, a pile of books on computer programming that have long lost their value next to a cardboard sign saying, "Up for grabs." A cardboard sign next to a sleeping man saying, "Just trying to stay alive." Opposite side, the following morning, a snap. A celebrity actor barking dog, barking outside a corner shop, yapping at you as you're trying to snap the dog's picture. The actor looking nothing like on screen. Just like you. Nothing like you. Nothing like reality, really. Who's who in the real world? There are screens everywhere, everywhere, at all times. Screens screaming. Eat, play, drink, reverse the order. Wrong lunch again and again, trying to act loud without owning a loud voice. Mishearing people, people mishearing you. Wrong lunch, wrong coffee, wrong station, wrong shop. There's no way I'm going to roll my R's like they do in order to be understood better. Really real realizations repeatedly reappearing. Really real realizations repeatedly reappearing. Really real realizations repeatedly reappearing. Reappearing again. Turn left, turn right, then straight. People seem to know their way around here. There's no stopping them. No time to lose. I said it before and I can say it again. No time to lose. The taxi driver informs you how the city cleaned up the neighborhood when the major banks moved in on the block. Cops on every corner. Cats don't even dare jaywalk anymore. They stay at home. Iced matcha tea latte on every and every other opposite corner for $7.70 a cup. Phones that never seem to charge. Cables and USB slots that lose their power. Broken outlets. Feeling digitally deluded and deprived. Losing track of the path. Losing track of the math. What's the value of $1 today? Doesn't make much sense. How many friends have you lost along the way to finding your true self? Social media keeps social life alive, but kills socialism at heart. How do you make time and space for new friends if you only have room for the old? Birthdays are becoming complicated. Who to invite? You follow your heart according to the amount of wine glasses you have in your cupboard. Every year, a few break. So do the hearts. One day, you'll be too old to care about politeness. Perhaps it will take 100 years to be 100% honest. Losing track of time. Getting lost in time. Getting lost in lost. Feeling like a loser for getting lost. Lusting. For what? Emotions are all mixed up. So is appetite. When was the last time you ate a real home-cooked meal? You eat fast in your own company. Get it over with, get it down, get it through your body. Crying in a cloister, crying in a museum, crying in front of a monument that means nothing to you, but there's something about the surface of the stone that reminds you of home. Freezing in front of a Kandinsky to the sound of an AC on high spin. You wish you had bought a cardigan, but who thinks of bringing a cardigan when it's 39 degrees Celsius outside and the thought of the preservation of contemporary art was not on your mind when you got dressed this morning? Longing for Europe, feeling European, feeling foreign, crying because of feeling foreign. Not in a bad way, in a sentimental way, I guess. Feelings are failing to feel as they do back home. So is appetite. The wrong order, again. Weak coffee, $5.50, not including tip. So you tip but avoid looking at the person. You avoid looking the person in the eye. The American flag, once again, embracing a broken cup balancing on top of a pile of books. Old books, wise books, intellectual books, heavy books, broken cup. A perfume on a marble shelf. It looks precious, but the scent is cheap. Sweating at night, sweating during the day, cursing the heat, turning a sheet once again, once again, once again. Sweating, swearing, losing one's sense of hearing because everyone is so loud, so loud. The sound of the AC keeps you awake at night. 4-hour delirium. It's either that or the sound of the street. So loud. You don't know what side of the street to turn to anymore, what air to sleep on. So loud. Turn left, then right, then straight. You're sleepwalking again. The flight home is delayed. You cry. You have a cupcake, then a cigarette. The airport is loud, so loud. A shop full of Trump merch. A shop full of water, but no water without added flavor. You lose your last sense. You lose your last sense of hearing. So loud. The minute you board the plane, you fall asleep. And when you wake up, you're in Europe again, where you know your way around, both its entrance and its exit. Eight, French Vanilla, 2017. In the shop, I pick up a candle with the name Second Arrondissement. For those who know Paris well, they might be able to tell this rose by its name, but I do not know Paris, nor its numeral urban division. I only know that one number might be better than the other, that some have graveyards, some parks. In other words, some are filled with the living dead, and others with the struggling few. I know that the Eiffel Tower was never built to last, but ended up standing there forever, the same way you only rent a place for a month, but end up staying a lifetime. Forever, erect, high on life in the city of light. As I am about to leave the shop, it starts to pleu in plural. It rains. It's rain. But I have to wait until it exists in the past tense. Wet weather is not optimal for lighting candles. I ask to carry the candle home in a bag with a thick handle, without dipping my nose into it first, as I simply trust its sincere promise of an air about to thrill my nostril and seep into all the corners of my life. Would a rose smell as sweet if it was 70 euros a piece? It would. In the shop, I look for free Wi-Fi while waiting for the rain to stop, but it seems as if the free Wi-Fi only works at the very front, close to the exit, halfway into the rain. The rest of the Wi-Fi does not come cheap. It only comes with a code and a receipt if you buy something expensive. Like a candle. I dig up the dirt on the second arrondissement by scratching at the surface of Wikipedia. Also known as Bourse, this arrondissement is located on the right bank of the river Seine. The second arrondissement, together with the adjacent 8th and 9th arrondissement, hosts an important business district centered on the Paris Opera, which houses the city's most dense concentration of business activities. In other words, this little piece of scented wax is supposed to reek of fiscal privilege. Less is more, is the old lesson. As this piece of scented wax just burnt 70 euros off of my bank account. So far in life, I've gathered a bit of wealth on my PayPal, but I've not yet figured out how to use it wisely. When I try to pay, I always seem to be offline. How many figures does it take to figure out where to throw a shadow? You see, I've been complaining all day. I've been complaining all day about money versus time. People want to buy your body of work, even when there is no body left to be bothered about. They take what they get. In order to make it all work out, you think of how to split yourself in two, so that you can be here, there, finally, nowhere at all. When I returned to my own unnumbered rainy arrondissement, I set fire to the candle and lay down for a moment, just waiting for the magic to happen. A few hours later, I slowly awake to the waves of heavy vanilla. Is this what wealth smells like? Not a room full of vanilla. Judging by the Wikipedia entry, I was imagining to smell a room filled with money, fame and honor, with real cents and a few billion on my PayPal. A tour d'Eiffel, not a tour de waffle and cheap ice cream. Is this the closest I'll get to dream? Is this the closest I'll get to cream? I dream of figures, not faces. I dream of markets, not landmarks. I blow the candle out and fall asleep, dreaming of cream, crème, and questions such as, what figures can we make once there is no more wax to be set on fire? Or, what figures can we fake once there is no more money to be wired? I still have all these PayPal figures deep down in my digital pocket, but it seems that I'm constantly offline. Slowly, with time, the candle will burn down, my room will smell like fart again, and things will be back to normal. V is for Venice, 2014. Venice, Essen, medicine, vaccine, vacation. Venice is not like Rome is. Rome is almost love. Backwards. Backwards, backwards, Venice is just the same. Just counterclockwise, around, around, around. Even more confusing because it's not really round, it's like full of corners. It's not round like Rome. And still, I became circulated. In your last email, you said, let's embrace the unexpected. Let me reiterate. I came here empty, became thirsty, drank all the time, urinated everywhere, waded through history, knee-deep in water, never took a gondola, always forgot an umbrella, ruined a pair of shoes. Once lost my keys, twice learnt 5 Italian sentences, 4 of them about food, never fed the pigeons, never had a food poisoning, only a deep pancreatic pain from one too many espressos on an empty stomach. I made some friends, forgot their names, but remember their eye colour. Here, nobody calls a pizza. They walked a mile. That's how Italian women stay slender. I left behind nothing but garbage, and a few coins for the few violin players who serenaded in the rain, and when passing him he would always say, "Buonanotte," even in the morning. The garbage man keeps on saying good morning even after 6 p.m. It seems as if time has not yet set its foot here, and still it is everywhere. Local footprints, decarbonated carbonara footprint. I didn't see that on the menu. But bacon hot dog with Wi-Fi is a recurring dish on offer, which comes with a price. EJM7BL2L is now boarding. No time for souvenirs. Don't buy souvenirs. Rather forget what you came for.